Hi, I'm Shalene from TAC Tuition, and today I'll be talking about the best way to structure a comparative essay. It's getting to that time of the year when students have to write a comparative language analysis, or, some schools are also moving on to their comparative texts. And because it is a new requirement with the new curriculum, a lot of students have been very confused about which way is best in approaching this sort of comparative writing. Unfortunately, there is no best way, so sorry about that. However, we really need to think about what your strengths are. So if you're already very good at comparing things, the integrated approach is going to be more accessible for you than someone who, really struggles finding similarities and differences between two texts. So for someone like that, a block approach might be a bit more accessible for them. What it also depends on is that what exactly is it that you're comparing, and what can you find in terms of similarities and differences. If you've got, say, let's say we're doing language analysis, you've got an article and a comment that you're comparing, it's important to just have a think about, okay, well, what kind of arguments are they making? Are they making the same kind of arguments, as in maybe they're making economic arguments for, marriage equality, for example. Or are they making, the same kind of emotional sort of appeals that, both writers are doing? If that's the case, and they are, quite similar in what they're saying, it's just how they're saying it that's different, I would say probably an integrated approach could work quite well for something like that, because then you really get to compare, author A says this, but author B also says that, but in a slightly different way. So that way you can probably use an integrated approach quite effectively. If you've got an article and a comment that are really different, like, they're on opposite sides of the issue, they use totally different ways to argue for whatever it is they're arguing. So maybe the comment is very, very emotional, and the article is, an editorial that's very analytical and very informative, very calm, collected sort of approach. A block approach might work better simply because they're so different, and there's not a lot of things that you can, pull together to work into one paragraph, because we got to think about it, right? One paragraph is one body of ideas, right? And if you've got two sets of ideas from the article and the comment that are really, 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 really different, it's going to be quite difficult to pull them together in the one paragraph unless you really know what you're doing. I'm not saying it's not possible. Nothing's impossible in writing, and there's certainly no right way to approach it. However, I do believe that there is a more suitable way to approach it, depending on what kind of writer you are. So thanks for watching. As always, subscribe, like to all the social media channels. There's a Facebook and a website, and also a YouTube channel as well. Please contact me if you'd like to get some one-to-one tutoring. I also send tutors out to Melbourne's eastern suburbs if you can't get to where I am, which is in Nunawading. Thanks for watching.